It's become the focus of an entire city commission, how to decrease gun violence, specifically among South Bend's youth. But while elected officials and leaders try to come up with a plan, teenagers are faced with criminal activity going on around them on a regular basis. News Center 16's Gabby Gonzalez has been looking into just how the shootings that have become all too common are affecting the youngest residents of South Bend. So Gabby, is there a clear answer as to why there's such a widespread problem in the city?
You know, Mo, the sentiment I got from one person after another is that it starts to feel like it's simply a way of life. The older teens turning to violence, acting as examples for the younger generations, making it seem like it's simply the way of life there for them. But there are some who have managed to break away from the pattern and find someone who inspires them to be better for themselves.
Aisha Mason sits in her classroom at the Crossing, where she started last fall. She's focused on her assignment, a far cry from the kind of student she used to be.
I was just in the wrong crowd. I wasn't really doing my work. Home wasn't really the best at the time.
Now she's found the drive to do better.
You get your support from all of your teachers. They'll try and find someone else that you're comfortable to talk to.
But still, she knows that many people her age in South Bend are struggling to succeed in the classroom because of what happens outside of school.
Like, it's hurting the community and it's hurting people's families and their friends because, like, they're losing loved ones.
A reality that teens are forced to deal with.
You go to class and this person may have sat in that class with you and they're no longer here because of whatever happened.
An empty desk as an eerie reminder of those lost.
This got to stop because one day that could be you. You can be like, hey, that could be me tomorrow. That could be me within 5 minutes. I mean, you just never know.
Last year showed that the cycle of violence was claiming the lives of young people far too often. This map highlights the shootings News Center 16 has covered since just September 2012. Clusters of shootings illustrating the plight of some neighborhoods. A closer look at Western Avenue. 11 reports of shots fired on or just off this roadway.
These kids are seeing this kind of violence on a daily basis, but there needs to be something in place shaping their minds on what's going on.
Police tape blocking off scenes where the victims, and in some cases those pulling the trigger, were just teenagers. Shootings that killed Chris Simrell, Kenneth Horton, Charles Roberts, and Jaylon Johnson. None of them making it past the age of 18.
A lot of our young people are in survival mode, and so they assimilate. They assimilate to what they're going to be most comfortable with. And unfortunately, a lot of times it's the street. At
the South Bend barber shop, the conversation turns to what it's like for the children growing up in homes so close to violence.
Their major influence is what's going on right there. The shots fired, or your homeboy you chilling with that you talking to, or your homegirl that you chilling with talking to you about the guns fired. Instead of being influenced by your parents, you're being influenced by them.
If I'm looking at my mom live a certain way, I'm looking at my dad live a certain way, then the people that I try to look up to, and my best influence is the neighborhood drug dealer, you know, and my best option is basketball or football, and I happen to not be good at those things. So now I'm saying, what do I have to look forward to?
It's that missing piece. Someone to show them what is possible.
Show them that we love them. Show them that we care about them. Otherwise, they're going to grow up, they're going to become more hardened, and then what's going to happen, they're going to end up either 6 feet underground in a box or in somebody's cell.
And from the prosecution standpoint, in the 23 homicide cases that St. Joe County investigated last year, 6 of the people charged in these cases were 19 years old or younger. So teens are unfortunately involved in both sides of these crimes.
Yeah, it's just horrifying. And there have been meetings and community discussions about how to tackle this problem. What options are out there for these kids who want a role model, want to change their lives?
Well, there are folks that are really donating their time. They're guiding these kids from a very early age to make sure as they get older, they have that person to look up to. And tomorrow, just before 6, we're going to be looking at getting a closer look at some of these programs, South Bend Mentors also, and seeing how they work and what other people can do to really step up here.
Yeah, great topic.